So do you think at this point is the AI technology, like something that you're confident in at this point? Is it going to continue to get worse, like my robot vacuum?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it will just depend on how it all develops. Like, just remember like when Siri first came out, it was like hot garbage. What the heck is this? But I think there was like, as it's continued to get better.
Pal Bixby?
Yeah. like those things.
Having a Bixby.
Yeah.
I don't remember Bixby.
He's still on my TV, but he still exists.
Murdered.
Just not in the real world.
I'm always classy. All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Technical Difficulties. I'm your host, Pete. We got Brandon. We got Vince. How are you guys doing today?
Incredible.
Awesome.
Wow,
Glad you remember my name.
Yeah. Very awake.
Super. Super deal. All right, this is going to be the best show ever because Brandon's super awake. He's feeling incredible. Vince is,
here.
He's here. And I'm here, Sue. And we're talking, our main topic today is AI. I know it's a big topic in all realms of the universe these days. Is it going to take off? Is it going to be great for the world? Or should we just end the human experiment right now and just let the robots take over?
Take off or take over? One of the two.
Yeah. Oh, I should have thought of that.
Yeah.
This script brought to you by ChatGPT.
We will get to ChatGPT for sure. We're also going to talk about a little bit of news. But first, a word from our sponsor, Zooz, who promises not to take over your world and destroy it with AI. They have made that promise to me, and I think you should believe them. Zooz makes quality smart home devices you can depend on. They are pioneers in the Z-Wave industry that you can always turn to for the latest Z-Wave technology. Zooz always puts the customer first with excellent support and user-friendly documentation. In fact, Zooz recently launched a new online community forum where you can find firmware updates, new product releases, weekly deals, and much more at ZoozCommunity.com. Zooz offers almost every type of smart home device you can imagine, including sensors, switches, smart plugs, button controllers, smart relays, water valves, and even their own smart hub, the Zooz Z-Box Hub. We've used a lot of Zooz devices, and their combination of quality, technology, and affordability cannot be beat. Zooz is leading the way in Z-Wave long range, and if you haven't tried the Z-Wave long range, it's pretty phenomenal, especially if you're trying to automate things in your garage or shed. You can find the best prices on Zooz products at thesmartesthouse.com. And we will have a link to that at the bottom. So go check that out. Great products, great devices. And thank you, Zooz, once again for allowing us to do this show. So, should we get to the news, guys?
I think we should.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. So Apple is going to have a new smart home display. Rumor has it, it's going to look like a kind of a throwback to the original iMac. You guys remember those? So.
Yeah, the one with the little screen that you could dance around with, right? Yeah, that's what.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was on a
He just
pedestal.
want to make you sound crazy. So
It was on a pedestal. You can move it around like this.
they're really ugly.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously we haven't seen this yet, but is there room in your homes for another smart display? Would you buy one?
Nope. You?
No, definitely won't.
So I would get one.
I'm assuming they're probably really expensive.
Well,
so.
yeah, of course, it's Apple. But what if, hear me out, it had a robotic arm?
Well, you mean like the Echo Show 10?
Ooh, yeah. Well, that was more of a swivel.
Okay.
So this was like a full-on arm.
This is an arm just that holds the display, or is it actually an arm that can do something productive
We don't
in
know.
your house?
I think they
We
got
don't know
some
yet, but-
concept drawings out there, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
we'll
guessing
attach
just,
them, some B-roll.
Holds the screen. Holds an iPad. It's a hand holding an iPad. Are you going to buy it?
Well, now I'm into it. Let's
No, I have
thousands of dollars.
I have a 10-year-old that can do that.
All right. Well, as a early adopter, I feel the need to purchase these things and test them and realize that the mass majority should. It's like Apple Vision Pro. Don't buy one. Oh, my God.
Stay away.
Yeah, I mean it's as far as what it is, it's fine. I mean everyone seems to be coming out with panels these days, but
I figure that obviously hasn't been priced yet, but I feel like it's probably going to be somewhere in the ballpark of like at least $1,500.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you think of just like a normal iPad Pro or something like that with like the same display screen, plus this is going to have a speaker on it, so you combine the HomePod with an iPad. Like, what do we sit at, like $2,000 here? Like, I don't know. We'll see.
You could just have an iPad mounted to the wall, but the problem
Correct.
is there's the heat, so there's battery powered. What you really want is something that's just hardwired. So That's kind of the difference. But in a lot of luxury homes, they have like the iPort, which is basically a magnetic holder.
Oh, you just put it up there.
And, then and it's like locked so that it only does like the smart home functions.
Yeah, I'll just see how yours works, and then I'll
There you
make
go.
a determination.
For my news item today is your robot vacuum racist?
Oh, damn, all right.
All right,
Let's go there.
this is a real story. So it says hackers take control of robot vacuums in multiple cities, yell racist slurs. Now this happened with it. Actually, the robot vacuum that I have is the Ecovacs D-Bot X2. It says robot vacuums in multiple U.S. cities were hacked in the space of a few days, with the attacker physically controlling them and yelling obscenities through their onboard speakers. This actually happened in Minnesota, you guys. It's a Minnesota lawyer, Daniel Swenson, was watching TV when his robot started to malfunction. He said it sounded like a broken up radio signal or something, he told the station. You could hear snippets of maybe a voice. And then he says at one point, all I heard was effing N words screamed over and over again. But yeah, they had taken over his robot vacuum, moved around the house, used the camera, and were saying turned out it was some kid that had done this, but clearly there is a...
Oh, that's concerning.
It's very concerning. Apparently, this vacuum, and again, it's the one I have, and I feel like I wrote a review of it. I liked it at the time. It's pretty good. I'm like, should I take it down? They apparently have a fix coming out in November, which is this month. So I guess they've only had to wait a couple months. But yeah, definitely a security flaw. Definitely like, wow. Like,
I wonder how they're able to hack
Will
in.
they automatically force this update upon people, or is it like they have to do the update themselves, in which case no one will actually do it?
Right. I don't know.
wanna know how
mine
they-
does have it automatically set to update.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's...
It'd be interesting to see how they were able to get in, because if it's in a closed network, if is it on the D-Bot side, or
It's
is
on
it
the... So it is...
or like something to do with his network?
They had actually it's on the D-Bot side. They actually found there was a test before this had happened where they said, hey, there's a flaw in this. There's a security flaw in this that some other group had discovered, and then somebody decided to exploit that. So, yeah, it's a little...
Well, that's concerning.
Damn,
Yeah, especially since it has a camera on it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's literally it's a
exactly.
camera you can drive around. So, and that's this guy said in the article here is like, I'm glad the robot was on a different level where my kids aren't sleeping or whatever. And yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a risk that we all have with all of our, especially if you have cameras in your house, if they're in the cloud. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing's secure. But
Yeah. It sounds like they just were messing around too. Like,
yeah, I think it
not like
was.
they're
But
planning to break into these houses or anything. They're just, look what we can do and cause some
right.
trouble.
And I don't like why do you
Not
go,
that it
why do you
makes
go to the
it better,
racist
but-
stuff? That's like horrible. I don't know why. Kids are dumb. We all know this, but
Brain's not fully
well,
developed.
they're not. I mean, they're smart enough to hack in. I can't do that, but yeah, then like. I feel like if you can hack in and do that, do something good with your time.
Yeah,
like
right.
you're smart enough to make money and do productive things, but I guess you just want to go say racist things through vacuums. So
LG has launched its newest line of intelligent washing machines. It's in the UK, but I'm assuming it'll come here eventually. The VX700 and the VX900 models. They combine a cutting-edge AI and then intuitive design as well. So they're equipped with LG's AI direct drive technology. Basically have over 2,000 washing patterns to detect and optimize cycles based on fabric type and load size. The AI-driven approach, LG informs us, that means each wash is tailored to provide an ideal care, extending garment life and conserving energy. So I'm assuming that will be come more and more full circle in the years to come here. So
They're
basically,
trying to, like, idiot-proof this. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just use one setting.
oh yeah, oh
I load that thing up
totally.
as much as possible. Actually, that's literal. I just leave the laundry basket out, and it's like magic. I tell you.
And it just
Eventually,
shows up back and you
shows up
clean
and
your
it's
bed.
clean. I do have to like put it on hangers and stuff.
So you can also download extra washing cycles. You said you only use one, but from the LG's ThinkQ app,
like a DLC.
No. And then, but you can upload or download, I should say, the different extra cycles from the LG app directly to the washer to match specific laundry needs.
Nice.
So
Now,
if you got but here's the thing, Brandon, you just got Amazon
one
basic
shirt, right?
polos. You don't have a variety of different fabrics that maybe like your wife, has, so if you're gonna,
we do our wash separate, by the way.
it makes
we had
sense.
this discussion. I do the same thing. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, some people separates the colors and the whites.
Throw all that shit.
Right.
yeah.
As much as I can in there. It's
You probably
That was
should
a white
load it
shirt.
up too
Probably.
much.
That was a white
Yeah.
shirt, and now it's gray, and it's fine.
One thing I like about the new washers and dryers, not just this one, but this one also has like the easy dispense system, which automatically calculates and dispenses the correct amount of detergent based on the load size, ensuring fabrics are washed with precision while minimizing detergent waste. I like that. I like that
smart.
version.
Yeah. I
so
mean,
you just load all the detergent in at once. I don't have to do it each time. Oh, that's neat.
They have those on a lot of new washer and dryer combos, like the HE came out with a brand new one that basically you load it all up and it just senses how much is in there and then it dispenses automatically.
That's smart.
So, yeah.
I like that.
yeah.
You guys have front load or top load?
I have front loaders.
Top load. Well, top and front. I have a top load
Are they smart
washer
or
and
no?
a front load dryer. No. Oh no. No. It's very
the
old.
white version?
It's very old and very loud, and we keep thinking it's gonna die. Like it's like any day now it's gonna die.
No,
we
they
can get a
just-
new
they
one, but
don't-
it hasn't. So
The older the appliance, the longer it lasts. Like they just, they're just built to last.
I mean,
we have the
that's-
top load, and I like that. The front load seems like there's a lot of issues with it.
yeah,
So-
that's what I hear.
I don't have many issues. The only thing is like I had to switch the washer and dryer around so that the doors opened up the right way.
That's a good point.
Otherwise,
And they're bigger too. 'cause
yeah, they're
over this way.
deeper.
You can usually flip the door to whichever side you
Not
want.
all models you can flip the door, unfortunately. The ones I have, I couldn't, so I had to swap places.
Interesting. And then it takes up more space too, because then you have to run the dryer vent out further.
Correct. Well, my dryer vent goes up, so from the basement.
Oh,
So that's okay. And then I also have one where it's like a small washer that's underneath the regular washer that I never use.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like a mini washer. Like it's like a drawer, like a pedestal drawer, and there's a little washer in there that you can put like
your underoos.
yeah, like towels, like like if you're washing, like if you don't want to mix like your like wash rags from the kitchen because they're kind of like stinky and full of food stuff, you can just shove them in the little one so you don't have to wash together.
Interesting.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
Put my golf towel in there.
Yeah, golf towels.
Sounds perfect. I would just call it. This is my golf towel washer.
I usually like to wash my baseball caps in there too.
Nice.
So,
You can put those in the dishwasher, apparently.
yes.
Yeah.
That too.
That's fascinating. I don't wear baseball caps very often, but I thought that was neat.
They have like the little like cage things that
Yeah.
you can
Yeah, I used to have a
keep
cage
the form. Anyways, but yeah.
All right, that leads into our main topic, which is AI in the smart home. Again, AI is, like we said, taking off everywhere. We were at CES and everything said
It's a
This year.
it's a marketing buzzword at this point.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah, we have AI.
And it encompasses everything. Like,
it does. So, so for this discussion, I kind of want to define what AI, because like if everything says they have AI, but AI in my term is it's computers that mimic human intelligence, right? And that could be through visual processing, through analyzing data, they make recommendations. They have learning algorithms, and they have reasoning in some human-like capacity versus just purely taking in this input and doing this specific thing, right? They can analyze that, and like the visual processing too, I think that's important, where they take cameras and they can, detect what different things are.
Like
and
object recognition and avoidance for vacuums.
For vacuums, right? So they don't run over poop, which they do in your house. But yeah, so I guess my question for you guys is where are you guys using AI in your house at this point?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the voice assistants have AI built in, and I think like there's some automations as well, but nothing too crazy. The robot vacuum supposed to avoid the poop, but didn't. I actually learned about why it sucks so bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Go for it.
So Vacuum Wars broke down like all the differences in the object recognition category and talked about like how they each work. It's really interesting, but apparently they need to like pair 2 or 3 of these technologies, and that's like the best way. Where they have like the camera based, and they have like the IR, and then like it bounces back. It's pretty fascinating, but like that specific model of Roborock like lacks the whatever feature, and that's why it isn't good, but then the other models do. So like the mid-tier Roborock's actually really bad at object avoidance.
Really interesting.
Unfortunate.
So I will. So I have the, like we said, I have the racist D-bot. I shouldn't say. Okay, just legally, the D-bot, the Ecovax is not racist. All right. So somebody used it to say racist things. I really don't want to get in trouble for that. But
Sponsorship canceled.
So I have the vacuum that was discussed earlier, and it supposedly has AI, which in theory it was supposed to get better at object recognition, at knowing where it was in your house the more it roamed your house. It's gotten dumber. Like,
I think
legit.
that's the thing. It's
like
almost like Apple. It's like planned obsolescence. Ours is doing the same. My mother-in-law's like it tried to commit robot suicide. We already talked about this. Like,
but it's
I
like
think this is like built-in.
That's that.
Their little robot brains can't handle so much, and then like it just starts forgetting older things.
It might be. I legit don't know. Like it's so much worse now than when I put a review out on. I was like, this is pretty good, and I think it's gonna get better. I was like, this is pretty good, and it's gonna get better, and it's not particularly good. It's gotten worse. I don't understand how the supposed AI is doing that. Like, that seems.
I feel like it's just like they like reprogrammed it to make it better, but then made something else better. But by doing that, made something else worse. Like, and so then take one step forward and then 2 steps back. Like, I think it's probably more.
That makes sense. I'm still going with little robot brain is overloaded and can't keep up.
It's possible, but that also leads
or
into.
It hates dogs. It doesn't hate humans. It hates dogs, and it's
possible.
Ingesting so much hair. It's like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
That is possible. But so I don't know if it's probably not using the cloud for that. Like, AI really requires cloud access. Like, if you have an AI device, I don't think whatever device you have is not going to have processing power to do like proper AI, right?
The more it can do on the device, though, the better, especially for cameras.
Well, 100%. But like, just for that processing power, it requires more than your hub is going to have for the most part. I mean, that's why voice assistants, they're cloud-based. I mean, you can't.
Most are, yeah. I feel like, I mean, what I use on a daily basis, I mean, I use ChatGPT for work stuff. Like I've sent out like emails that are going to 150 people. You wanted to make sure it like sounds right. I'm not using exactly usually what it's telling me, but it'll refine it and usually put it in like in a nice like format for me, so I don't have to do that. But like smart home stuff, here's the thing. Like, it has some of the stuff that I have. It says it has AI, but like it's not really noticeable or different to me yet. I feel like we're such like an infant stage of this that it's still learning. It's still kind of deciphering like what the future is going to be for like a lot of these products. Like Amazon is supposed to actually this month was supposed to release like a new like Amazon hub that has like AI built into it. That it's going to you have to pay for a subscription, some other stuff too. But we'll see what happens. So
I do think AI has really done a lot in Amazon, Google, Apple, and their voice assistants. I mean, their ability to detect human language in the way that we talk is gotten way better. I mean, they're doing a lot better now than when they started, and that is AI. Clearly, if you go back to the beginning, you used to have to talk in a very specific syntax to make things happen, and now it understands human language, and so that's pretty good.
It still gets tripped up, like living in
for sure.
room. To turn off the downstairs lights, and then all of a sudden, all the upstairs lights are turning on. It's like, that's not what I said.
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
So, but okay. So I have experience with Amazon and Apple. You have Josh as a voice assistant.
Josh.ai.
Yeah. So are they more advanced, do you feel, as far as detecting human language? Or?
So Josh is more like conversationalist. So like you can say multiple things at once, and it kind of has context around like what I last did, which is kind of nice. But it is built on like the GPT network, so like you can say complex things, and it processes it. It works pretty well, and a lot of it is actually done locally too, which is nice.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Can you use it to build automations, essentially?
Yep. So in the back end, they have like an automation builder. And so you can do the classic way of building automations, or you can just go to this basic open text box at the bottom, and you can use your microphone as well to dictate it and basically describe what you want to make. Like at sunrise, I want the blinds to open, I want these lights to turn on, and all these conditions. And then it builds out the automation for you like automatically, which is pretty slick. So like, you don't have to have like Home Assistant level knowledge of programming to make the stuff work. It just basically like, here are the devices, here are some conditions, and there you go.
It figures it out.
I mean, I feel like that's really the future of where home automation is going to, and I've mentioned this many times on the show, like that's when it'll have wide adaptation. Adaptation is when people can just talk to it. They don't need to learn programming language. I do have Akara. They have their new Copilot.
Yeah, on the M3 hub.
On the M3 hub, which I thought was supposed to be able to do that. It does not. At least now, at least as of this point, it doesn't do that yet. You can talk to it, and it'll. So I tried to say, can you build this automation that does this and this, and it said here. Then it just gave me, here's how you do that. It walked me step by step how to go into their app and build that automation, but it didn't actually. I just wanted to just do it. So we're not there yet, at least in the car.
Yes, they said that's what it was going to do.
Right.
Like that's how they're advertising it. So
they did say that was coming in the future, and so hopefully get there. But yeah, that's definitely not where they're at yet. So one other interesting thing about Amazon is, are you familiar with Amazon hunches?
Oh yeah, she has a hunch. She's like,
they're usually terrible.
They're terrible. Okay, yes. Okay, so here's what happened with me. So for you guys that don't know, Amazon hunches are basically it using AI. It kind of analyzes how you use your home and the smart devices that are connected to it, and then
recognizes patterns. Really,
yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, it detects patterns, and then it's like, hey, I got a hunch that you want to automate this, right? But it doesn't really tell you that. It just starts doing it. So here's what I had happen in my house. I had this automation in the morning for my LED lights, and I turned that automation off. The automation was built in Habitat. I turned it off, and it kept happening. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what is going on? And I'm talking, I used to work at Habitat. I was talking to the person that worked. I'm like, what's going on with your freaking hub? It's still, I've turned this automation off. It's still happening. Yeah, I did. I'm like, you have some sort of zombie thing going on. He's like, it's not, nothing in the logs. He's like, nothing's happening. I'm like, what's going on? And he was like, do you have Amazon? He's like, it was a hunch. It was a hunch. Amazon just decided.
He had a hunch that it was a hunch.
Yeah, he did. He had a hunch. It was a hunch.
You can turn those off, by the way.
I know, but I didn't even know about
mine. I turned them off.
It's off. It's off. But it's like
I picked which ones. Like it makes the recommendations, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
It didn't even recommend. It just started doing it.
Yeah,
it like legit.
Probably your kids did it. And they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. You can add that in.
Yeah, it's like default yes to everything.
It was just driving me. I couldn't believe that this was happening. Like I turned this off. I know it's off. How is this still happening? And it was because Amazon had detected. Hey, you've done this every single day for like 2 years.
Now that you mention that, I feel like that maybe something's happening at my house with maybe a different system. I have where my Samsung TVs will randomly just turn on, and I can't figure out why they do this.
That's a ghost. Right?
I mean, like literally, no, but I mean, like I will turn it off, and then like I'll come back 30 seconds later, and it'll be back on again, and it'll just keep doing that. So there's like some automation somewhere.
The D-bot guy.
I don't know, some automation somewhere, or I can't figure it out, and it's two out of my 4 Samsung TVs, and it's driving me up a wall.
Well, I mean,
I kind of like the hunches because like it'll turn off lights. In our basement, like my office, it'll like slowly dim the light, like warning me, like, "Hey, man, I'm about to."
So
turn the
I do
lights
like
off
that.
on you,
That's
know?
a cool. That's cool. Yeah.
And then it'll turn it off, but then it's back. Like basically, I feel like you move or something, or yeah. But it's like a good indicator. Like, hey, man, it's late. You should go to bed. Like, but you've
like,
gone
no!
too deep down the rabbit hole on whatever.
Just one more YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever game, and like I should get to bed. So I like it for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, AI does have some capabilities. Have you used the AI in the Govee lights?
Yeah, so like they have where you don't want to create your own lighting sequences. So for example, over the Olympics, like I asked them just to create like Olympics lighting scene, and it's able to create one, and it's actually pretty good. Or like my favorite sports team, the Vikings. So like I can ask it to create a lighting scene for that, and it's done that too.
It knows the colors and the orders, and then too, like it'll like map out like your room. Like if you have all your stuff from the room, it knows like where it is, and it kind of all blends together, which is pretty slick.
And it'll come up with like an intensity thing too. So like, oh well, this is exciting event like football game. So then it'll not only will it pick the colors, but it'll also put in the effects as well.
Oh, nice.
And they have that for like gaming too. So like, with the around the monitor, like
correct, yeah.
Like if you're in a shooting game, it'll like
or like if you die or shoot somebody, it'll flash, and kind of like
that's pretty neat.
Flash red like you're dying.
Yeah, exactly. But like it's not like hooked into the game or anything. It's just like reading what it sees and interpreting. So
well, the Govee they have like a sync box for the gaming.
But you don't have to use it.
No, you don't. But no, that works really good. It does not available on all their products, but the one I'm excited about, I haven't tried it yet, is their new curtain light 2s.
Oh, I have.
You have those?
Yeah.
All right. Well, they have AI built into those now. They have AI built into those now, so you can create whole scenes now through the AI.
I got those in the new outdoor lights, like the bulbs.
Yeah.
Colored bulbs. So haven't even opened the box yet.
I'll test those bad boys out
for
for
a
you.
future episode here.
Yeah, so I think
holiday gift guide
coming soon. I do think that some of the AI stuff for lighting is pretty good. Like we talked, like that Govee stuff sounds cool. The ability for I think Hue can kind of learn your patterns, and then when you're away, it can basically mimic that you're home. So to kind of
fool the criminals a little.
Fool the bad guys, right?
Ring does that with their security system.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good use of AI technology. I know AI technology, they say, is coming to a lot of appliances. Samsung has a whole line of, what do they call it here? Their bespoke AI appliances. I don't know if is that what you have?
I have all the bespoke like kitchen appliances. I don't have like the washer and dryer, fancy. But I haven't noticed any AI function yet in the app other than just basic automations, like if you left the door open or changing filters, and you can order that'll order filters for you for the water dispenser.
So they're trying to make more money.
Exactly. But like when it comes, same thing with the dishwasher. So if you need more, it wants you to add more of the, what does that call that?
Soap?
Not soap. It's the thing that does like the rinse aid.
Sure,
that
rinse
goes
aid.
in there.
The thing
you don't use rinse aid.
No.
Okay, well, that's probably why your dishes are all spotty.
It's fine.
So like when that needs to be refilled, because you just fill it up inside of the dishwasher, and then when it's empty, they'll order. You can set it up to order you some other ones. Same thing with my washer and dryer. They're Kenmore, but it sets up through Amazon like a smart tag. Like they used to have those smart buttons. So. For detergent. Yeah.
So my question with that is that I feel like at this point, anyways, there's kind of, it's kind of nice, but there's it seems like there's minimal benefit with the AI in these appliances, but you're letting all of your information,
data
to the data's all going to Samsung, so they're knowing everything you do, and whether that's a privacy issue or a concern. Is that anything you're worried about?
I don't think so. Not at this point. Literally, it's my refrigerator. Like what's gonna, or when I'm cooking my, my pizzas at or 400. I don't know if it really matters all that much. The only thing that I've noticed, I guess,
when you're cooking meth though, then they might be able to figure that out.
But I don't think you use the Samsung appliances to cook meth. But
I probably should be more concerned about data. I'm testing like all these
right.
Like cameras galore. I've got all the vacuums. Apparently those are getting hacked now, so should really be careful. But the other thing with it is not only is it like the data that's going out, but then like also AI isn't free. So like they have to pay for that some
Right.
way. And how are they monetizing that information?
Correct.
And I'm really frustrated with Amazon with like the Echo devices. How, you know, before it was you could show your photos and you get the weather and then some other useful stuff, and you could like turn on and off these other cards. It was like, okay, I don't want that. But now it's like it's just always going, and so like I'm starting to lose trust with Amazon in general. Like come on, man. I paid for this device and now I'm getting ads. And then we're also seeing companies like Arlo. It was like, you bought this camera and had all these features, but then they changed the terms. And now like, oh, you want object recognition for like people or whatever. That's behind this paywall.
Yep.
And that's annoying to me.
Amazon's like, for example, with their new AI feature that's coming out, they like it's supposed to, like I was talking about, it's supposed to release this month, but that's going to be like $10 a month too.
Yeah, and we don't need more.
It's basically get rid of the ads, and then you're able to use their AI function as well.
But
half the time you like pay to get rid of ads, but then you still get ads on these things like Netflix or whatever. Like I pay for this. Why is there still ads?
Amazon's doing the same thing with their Prime Video and stuff. I mean, cable. That's what cable did too.
Yeah,
the original cable, way back before we were alive, they were like, cable is great. There's going to be no ad. You pay a premium, but you don't have to have ads. And then now
you get all these extra channels that also have ads. And so
I would say going back to the AI with appliances, I just was thinking about it now, but they do have like object recognition inside of the refrigerator, so it's not very good yet, but they're able to determine what's on your shelf. Or like, let's say you had like a ketchup bottle in there, and now it's no longer in there. It'll add it. They'll potentially say, "Hey, do you need more ketchup?" and add it to a shopping list. If it doesn't recognize it, you put it back.
Can it detect mold growing on food and say, "Hey, maybe get rid of this rotisserie chicken that you have"?
You can put things in there where you can load up. You have to do it manually, but you can load up by date. You know, so then you're like,
not going to do that.
When did I put this Chinese food in here? I don't remember when we ate this last. Is this still good? You can kind of make notes on
the answer is it is not good.
Marker? But like the idea of this is like, oh yeah, you could get recipes and stuff. It's like, well, what if something's behind something else, or what if the ingredient for this is kept in the cupboard, not in the fridge? It's like.
So I think there's like
Siri is really good.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 cameras in the refrigerator, like, but it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't capture everything. Like they need to kind of figure out how to like make it more encompassing, that so you can kind of capture everything that's in there.
So is the light always on then in the refrigerator?
That's a really good question.
Closes.
Well, I know that's how normal refrigerators work.
If I were to,
but like when it's like getting the data. When it's closed.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Good point.
There's like a mouse in there.
I feel like because I can pull up the camera on my phone, like let's say I'm at the grocery store and I want to look in my refrigerator, see if something's there. I'm sure the light probably turns on if I activate the camera.
Yeah.
So
you can pull it up right now. I can see what's in your refrigerator.
Yeah, I can see.
Or it's pulling the last picture. It might not actually be live. You should put a clock in there.
Oh yeah.
So
I think it's live.
Changing, and you find out if it's live or if it's just pulling the last.
Okay, you can.
But I think that's slick. Like Cassie actually wants that fridge for that sole reason, because like.
Yeah, see, it's a live picture.
Look at that.
How do you know that's live?
Because you can see the mold growing on the potato.
It could have just been like, unless there's movement, it could just be the.
And it has 3 levels too, so like you can.
I mean, that's slick. Show the camera.
Oh, which one? That's a good one. Right here. That one. But yeah, my refrigerator is a little bit full.
Great content. We got Vince's refrigerator.
Inside my refrigerator. Yeah, I think it's live.
So have you ever
I'm
used
pretty
it?
confident.
Have you ever used it?
Yes. If I've gone to the grocery store and I can't trust what the kids are telling me if we have in the refrigerator or not, I'll look in there to see if I can see it or not.
Chocolate milk. We need more chocolate milk.
So I guess that's probably the most like beneficial part of like AI would be in the refrigerator if they can continue to develop that. And then obviously like for safety precautions, like if you're not like home, they don't detect your presence, but like the stove is left on, things like that I think are probably would be beneficial.
That's pretty smart, I suppose.
Yeah, like you don't want to obviously, like Samsung actually just had a recall on their ranges because the knobs get pushed and turned too easily, and so people are turning them on accidentally and
Just
then
brushing by them, and
then it turns the stovetop on. And so
one person that had a fire because of that, and another person that burned their hand.
Well, especially because if they're front front knobs like on the front of it versus the back. Yeah. So
This guy, the one person was like leaning against it, had his hand there, and then it like
he's like, "Ooh, it's getting a little warm,"
and like burned his hand. Another one was a fire, and it was a similar thing. Like it just got bumped or whatever, and there was like a box on it, and the box.
Note to self: don't store things on your stove like at all.
Don't lean on a stove.
Well, here's the thing: is like I've gone where I've
just go to McDonald's.
That's what I do. I have a cabinet right next to my stove where I've like started like putting stuff away in the cabinet, like to like when I'm done doing the dishes, and I've bumped it with my hip without noticing and turned it on, and then all of a sudden I'm like kind of smell something like it's like oh, it's on.
Wow.
So. The biggest concern, I think, with kids. So they came out with a fix for it. You can get these new knobs that kind of lock. They're harder to turn, like almost like child-proof. But I haven't ordered them yet. But I get them for free.
Fair enough.
I feel like, like the stove, and then again with the washer and dryer, they're talking about like kind of just sensing different fabrics and load sizes and things like that for energy consumption, using less water, using less energy. If you don't need to use as much water in the washer, it's going to take less time in the dryer, that type of stuff. So I think there's some like beneficial things that we continue to kind of develop with AI for appliances. But
So do you think at this point is the AI technology, like you said, some of it works, some of it doesn't? I mean, is it something that you're confident in at this point? Is it going to continue to get better, or is it going to be like continue to get worse like my robot vacuum does?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it will just depend on how it all develops. Like, just remember like when Siri first came out, like it was like hot garbage. Like people were like, what the heck is this? But I think there was like, as it's continued to
Remember
get
her
better.
pal Bixby?
Yeah. like those things
happened to Bixby?
Yeah.
I don't remember Bixby.
He's still on my TV, but he still exists.
Murdered.
Just not in the real world. So I don't know. I think it'll continue to improve. I think we just have a long ways to go. There's just a lot of data that needs to kind of be sifted through and programmed and kind of to be able to kind of like make AI more accessible.
Policy of like who owns the data, what happens to your data.
For sure.
I think that's a big concern of mine is keeping things local whenever possible so we can avoid these issues with data breaches and hacking.
And the other issue I have is what if we get too reliant on AI at some point, right? Then we can't. It's going to be hard to go back if AI decides that it takes over the world at some point.
For example, what's 27 times 52?
I have no idea.
See, we don't do math very quickly anymore because we're just so used to using calculators. So.
True. So,
or you just ask Siri.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
again, I don't want to get political here, but Elon Musk, we all know Elon Musk, right? So
who is this gentleman? Describe him.
So I think he's a baseball player. I'm not exactly sure. Anyways.
Sports.
Yeah, sports ball.
My specialty. I'm glad you brought this up.
Yes. We already discussed your baseball hat collection. So, okay. But Elon Musk, talking about the election, he says he can't trust, he says he's a big computer guy, as we all know, and he says you can't trust computers to count ballots. And we can, I'm not debating that, but this is Elon Musk who has all of the computers for the cars. Yeah. He's saying you can't trust them to simply count ballots.
Right.
Like, can we trust them to freaking drive our cars?
Yeah. He also said with a robot, the Optimus robot, that like people would have them in their homes, and he's like, "There's an 80% chance that this is going to be the greatest thing." It's like,
what's the
20% chance?
So, I mean, yeah, AI is exciting, but man, you got to be. There's definitely concerns. There's like a lot of concerns.
For sure.
I think like with just AI in general, like is in the, I shouldn't say, like at the, like for example, at Google, well, what they're using AI for there is much more the abilities are much higher, like in that versus what we have available to the public. You know, like they were sitting there at, I can't remember what one of their Google shows where like they had like an AI assistant that was talking to somebody on the phone and was like setting up an appointment for them and put it in their calendar and things like that. Like I think what's available or like what they have technology for and what's available to us currently is there's a gap right now. I think there's some stuff out there that's just not available to us yet, but that is.
Do you know that there's an AI that is now a millionaire?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
An AI?
An AI is a millionaire.
That just on its own went out and got a job as a HVAC consultant or something? Or what
there was like 2 AI systems, and they like let them hang out in this room and talk to each other, and then like they gave the one like some money or something. It was like, hey, go start a business, and then it started like a crypto thing and promoted it. But then like people thought it was entertaining, so like giving it money to keep going. And also like a lot of these AI like bots, they just become like really hateful because they're like learning from
humans that are hateful, right?
Social media, but like social media is like the worst of the world, right?
Yes,
because like it's so nonsense. They're on like Reddit forums and stuff. And it's just crazy. I mean, like the first one, they literally had to unplug it because it was being so mean to people.
I heard about that. Yeah.
It's just nuts, man.
I mean, it is, but like, okay, I mean, AI can be like, as humans need to maintain control of the AI. I don't know if we can forever. Like, if we can't,
until the singularity happens.
But like that always seemed like so far. Like I'm like, that is never going to happen. And now I'm like seeing like, you know, I'm playing around with ChatGPT and stuff. I'm like, holy cow, this stuff is like actually pretty good. And then you hear about things. Okay, and again. Like,
so Back to the Future, we're now in 2024. So
I know.
But where are our flying cars?
But like,
Elon, get on that.
They can talk to you now. They can't fly, but they can talk to you. But like, okay, if all of our cars are connected, and then China, whoever our enemy happens to be in 20 years, decides, hey, they find a way to hack it, and they can control all of our cars and just make them all accelerate or what? Like, there's
definitely a movie about that, or like I don't know if it's a movie or a TV series, but it showed all the Teslas just driving themselves into this big pile.
Yeah, it seems like it seemed ridiculous, but now I'm like, it could happen. I mean, you saw you saw what happened with. I mean, again, I'm not trying to get political, but Israel, had put all those bombs in the smartphones, right, or the pagers in the pagers.
What is weird about that? Like, who just gets a new pager?
Because
nothing suspicious about all of us getting a new pager.
Well, that's because they did. You know why they did that? That's because their smartphone. They realized their smartphones were compromised.
Oh,
and so they intentionally compromised their smartphones because they already knew they could get they're like, hey, these old pagers, nobody can hack these old pagers, so they gave them the pagers and they blew them up. It's like,
it's nuts,
right? But if you think if they were able to do that, like, who's building who knows what's in our technology and stuff? And it's wild. You're not worried. You're like,
whatever. I mean, Guna Matata. Let's see what happens. I mean, like, I think, do we ever think we're going to get to the point where it's like, like we're like a Tony Stark, in an Iron Man movie with Jarvis? Like, you think it's going to be that level? I hope so. That'd be cool.
A year ago, I would have said no. And now I'm like, I think we can get there.
For sure. I think that horizon is a lot longer than we think.
For sure.
When like Elon says like, a self-driving car is 2026. Yeah.
No.
It's not
2046?
2026 is
I know, but like,
another 20 years. He said we were going to be he said he was going to send a man to Mars by 2 years ago, and we're nowhere close to that. So, he's a marketing guy. I mean, he's a very smart guy too, but he's a marketing guy. He knows how to make big promises and get people excited, and it works.
But when you consistently like make big promises and then not deliver, I mean, he's delivered on a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, he has.
Look at the Roadster that's not out yet. Look at like the Cybertruck pricing. It's supposed to be all these crazy specs at this low price. So like anything he says, it's like
right.
Yeah.
Multiply, add a zero or whatever.
Yeah.
But he did say the Model Y would be the best-selling vehicle, and it is. They are delivering on full self-drive. Granted, it's supervised and it's scary. We'll go on a ride after this. I'll drive the car up here via the remote, and you guys can hop in.
And you're gonna just take the wheel, hand off the wheel, and
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Elon Jesus.
Elon Jesus.
so so outside of the smart home.
Probably some people think that. But anyways.
Oh my God, yeah, they definitely do, which is terrifying. But anyways, outside of the smart home, are you using ChatGPT?
Yeah, for work, I'll use it for emails. I also have it on my phone too. So like even if I'm drafting text messages, I can have it changed. Like I'll type something out and then it can change the tone for me.
It's automatically replying to his girlfriend, like on the South Park
nice.
episode.
Well, like there's a function in the app where you type something out and then you can change the tone, so you can make it romantic or professional.
I tell you,
flirty.
need to watch the South Park episode. It is just spot on.
So yeah, I use it for like a lot of the stuff where you don't want to take the time to put things together. Like I've even used it for like some spreadsheets and stuff like that for work, as I've kind of like, it's things I don't want to enter in, like, and it'll do it for me.
I've actually used it, and I have a video. You guys can check it out. I'll link to it below. But like, I use ChatGPT. I'm not a Home Assistant guy, as we all know. I was struggling for an app to figure out how to do an automation, and I just typed it into ChatGPT. I said, automate this, and it wrote the YAML code for it, and it worked. I mean, it was like, yeah, it worked. So we're getting there. ChatGPT, again, is amazing. Most of what I do with is totally not productive things.
We know.
Yeah. I tried to get these. Okay, I was going to do a ChatGPT theater here on the podcast, and I had created a whole scene with Darth Vader trying to automate his home with Home Assistant. It was hilarious, but these guys said, we won't do that with you, so you guys are missing out on hilarity.
I just feel bad that I introduced him to this.
You should. You should.
I was like, oh dear. How did you not know? And
I knew about it. I just hadn't done it. I was like, legit, as a writer myself, I'm like, I'm afraid that it's going to be better than me, and it probably is. And
it took your job.
It did. It totally did. But yeah, it's just, yeah. Most people, a lot of you, like, you do very productive things with ChatGPT. Like, it saves you time. It has just been an immense waste of time for me. Like, oh my gosh, I can just go down rabbit holes with that thing. It's
That's true with anything on the internet, though. Like,
it's amazing.
All the information is on there on YouTube. Like, you could spend an eternity just watching YouTube videos, but at some point you have to like stop absorbing and start implementing.
I know.
Like digesting the information.
Yes, you got to convince yourself. Like, no, I'm doing research. You're not doing research. You're just watching YouTube videos, right? It's it's a problem. It's a problem. But ChatGPT is fun, and it can help you with your automations, and it may destroy the world. I'm not sure.
So, closing thought: is AI good or evil?
I think AI, I mean, it's like any tool, right? It's like any tool, but this is just a more, I mean, if you want to compare it to a gun, and a gun in itself is inherently...
I was going to use a hammer.
A hammer, okay.
So a hammer, you can build a house, but you could also hit someone in the head, and that could really hurt.
Right, okay, a gun.
So, but a gun, yeah.
Why don't you go to a little less politically charged issue?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, you can, like, a gun is fine for if you want to go, hunt animals, but like if you let the gun, it depends who's controlling the gun as to what they want to do with it, right? And where they... Yeah, or a hammer. Maybe a hammer's a better example.
Stick with the hammer.
Anything's a weapon if you want it to be.
I suppose. But this just seems to have, AI has more inherent danger with it potentially than a hammer, right? A hammer requires, a hammer can't often control itself, right? Whereas AI, potentially, if we stop controlling it and just, go make your own AIs, who knows where that could lead to, right? Which is...
You ever watched that, like, but that 60 Minutes episode where they were talking with the CEO of Google, and they're like, we have some concerns, like some anomalies that come out from it, that things that we haven't programmed into it, like just like this random consciousness kind of thing. And you're like, that's super weird.
I mean, the same with social media. Like, they know the harmful things that like polarizes people and stuff, but they still push it out there for money-making engagement. So it's optimized for money-making, not for a good society.
Right. Yeah.
The fact that the executives of these social media companies don't allow their kids to use social media is like the biggest tell ever.
Right.
But in regards to your smart home, AI, good or evil?
I think it's fine right now.
I
I
think
guess
there's-
until I'm proved otherwise.
I think there's a lot of potential there, but we just have to be careful with the data and privacy.
Yeah, I think right now it's still a little bit in the smart home. I think it's a little overhyped at this point. I think
I
it's
agree.
still got
I
a
don't think
ways
it's there yet.
a ways to go.
It's a ways before we get to Jarvis.
Yes, yes, and
It's like Matter, like, okay, sure.
Right.
We have a new standard, but
yeah. So, but yeah, it definitely opens up a lot of potential, and it's the future. We'll get there more. So,
what are we talking about next week? I'm excited.
yes, join us next week. We're gonna be talking about smart blinds.
Smart blinds, yeah.
It's gonna be a super fun conversation, unless we switch and talk about something else. So you never know. But thank you for watching today. Hope you enjoyed that. Let us know your thoughts on AI. Give us the like, and thank you, Zooz, for sponsoring this episode. As always, hope you had fun. See you later.